Welcome back to Let's Play Trails in the Sky the Third. My name is Karsten. Continuing up to the beginning of the final chapter. That's about the long and short of it. In other words, everything that's happened, it's my fault. All of you are victims who had the misfortune of knowing me and getting dragged into this. No apology sincere enough, but I'm sorry for what you have been put through. I'm not following. Why? I heard all you said, but I don't think you got any reason to be that sorry. Come again, Estelle? Based on what we've learned, Phantasma choosing a new master was an inevitability, and something it would have done whether you were there or not. As such, after it lost the Earl, something like this would have happened no matter the circumstances. I agree. Phantasma would simply have chosen someone else and created a different world as a result of the trauma that lay within. The thought that you might have been chosen is nothing short of terrifying, too. Everything that had happened to us in here so far is nothing compared to what we would have endured had that come to pass. Oh, Mill, your words are like the sweetest kiss turned frozen upon parting. Do you have that little faith in me, your one and only? Perhaps everyone here would have been drawn into the most ravenous feast the world has ever seen, but nothing more than that. I'm scared. I'm just disgusted. You're a special degree of creep, you know that? I want no part of any feast that comes out of your brain. Count me out of this one. I can't help but feel you guys are kind of missing the point. Well, don't take this as me trying to defend you or anything, but in a sense, it might have been a good thing you were chosen over anyone else. How do you figure? I'm lost as well. Your stigma is obviously very powerful, and it's capable of exerting a lot of control over things. Enough so that the Phantasma, as it now exists in a state of order. What if it had chosen someone else? Would the world have been able to maintain order then? It's possible that Phantasma would have been unable to contain the chaos that ensued and gone out of control under someone else. Is what you're essentially getting at, right? I knew you'd understand, Joshua. If that had happened, a whole lot more people might have been caught up in this. Not that I've got a problem with lots of guests at a tea party. The more the merrier. Come on, Renee. I think you're the only one who'd be having fun. She's right. I don't think you've got any reason to beat yourself up over this. We're all very different people from different walks of life. But right now, we're all here, sharing a common destiny. Yeah, in times like these, we gotta help each other out, right? Besides, this place relates to the Earl, which is Liberal's problem. From my perspective, you're a victim. I couldn't agree more. As such, Kevin, we would appreciate you continuing to lead us as you have done so far. It's time to truly bring an end to what has started half a year ago. What can I even say? First I'm stupid, then Reese pulls off the dumbest thing I've ever seen, and now you guys. This must be the biggest group of idiots in all Zamoria. I swear you wouldn't find a more gullible, naive bunch anywhere on the continent. I was happy to use each and every one of you for my own devices right until the very end. How can you be so... It's alright, Kevin. Sometimes you just have to know when to give in. And you're at that point right now. Your luck ran out the second you got stuck with us. Got stuck with you mean? Spending too much time with pushy, meddling do-gooders who don't know when to quit like you is bad for anyone. You want to say that again? Well, all those things describe you to a T, that much is true. They certainly do. I think they're your good points, though. Yeah, so do I. I think Estelle's rubbed off on all of us at this point. That's not a bad thing. Thanks, guys? Group of idiots is right. We're smack dab in the middle of a shitty situation here, but you wouldn't know it by looking at us. With a team this spectacular, what do we have to fear? There's a chance we could even overthrow the Arbonian government if we put our minds to it. Need I remind you that that's not something an Erebonian prince should be saying out loud? Alright, I know when I'm beat. We're in this together. This time I actually mean that. Got it. We're happy to have you with us. Anyway, at least now we know exactly what we need to do here. We need to defeat Rafina, the Lord of Phantasma. There's no getting around that. Unfortunately not. Indeed. With that said, just where is she? You didn't encounter her in Gehenna, did you? She disappeared immediately after the two of you fell down there. That's a good question. I think it's safe to say she wasn't down in Gehenna with us. If she had been, she would have shown herself at some point. Yeah. But then where is she? I believe I can answer that. Celeste? Didn't realize you were in here. Can't thank you enough for saving our hides earlier. Truly, I doubt we would have been able to get her out unharmed if not for your assistance. We're both grateful beyond words. I was more than happy to help. All of us here are in the same predicament, myself included. You can even think of me as another one of your companions if you like. Naturally. What kind of answer are you thinking you can give? Ah, yes. It took some time, but I was able to ascertain her current location. What? Really? Is that what you've been working on all this time? Yes, it is. During my investigation of the seventh plane, I was able to gain an understanding of the layout and contents of Phantasma as a whole. I also discovered that the Lord of Phantasma isn't in any of the planes, rather she's outside of them. Phantasma consists of more than just the planes? What's it like outside of them? Think of the planes you've been exploring like a giant multi-layered structure in the center of Phantasma. They're all you've known up until this point. But this world consists of more than them. That said, the rest of Phantasma is just a vast barren wasteland at this point, abandoned and devoid of life. I have to picture it without seeing it myself. Do you know where in this big abandoned wasteland she is? Because if it's this vast, just knowing she's there probably isn't going to help much. I have a relatively good idea where in it she is, thankfully. Although that doesn't solve the core problem. I fear the word vast doesn't do the scale of the wasteland itself justice. I believe it's roughly the size of the continent where you live. It's the size of Zemuria? That is going to pose a problem. Crossing an area that massive on foot would take months, maybe even longer. Do we not have any other means of transport that we could use? I'm not sure my power would be of any use to you here. Can't place monuments too far from this garden, for one thing. Even if we did commit ourselves to trekking across the whole thing on foot, without the cube's power, we couldn't come back and resupply. Trying to take several months' worth of food hardly seems realistic. Well, this is a tough one. I can only think of waiting for her to come to us. What's up with you, short stuff? Got something on your mind? Well, I was just thinking, why not use the air cell? For what? The replica we encountered on the first plane? Yeah. The world is supposed to react to the desires of people in it, right? So, well, that air cell might not be the real one. It looks just like it. Everyone here's pretty familiar with the real thing and how it looks. So it seems like a ship we could all be picture flying easily. Maybe if we all wish for it to fly together, it might actually happen. Sorry, I'm being silly, aren't I? I don't know what's gotten into me. This isn't something an engineer should be saying. I don't think you're silly at all, Tita. In fact, I think that's a fantastic idea. You do? It does seem like the easier something is to imagine, the easier it is to have it realized in Phantasma. And both you and Julie are familiar with the exact structure of the air cell. Well, most of us here have been on board it. This might actually work. There's clearly no rule saying airships can't exist here either, given that we've already been on the Black Ark. Well, Celeste, do you think it would work? The air cell was the ship you used to board the Libra Ark, I believe. Then if I were to feed the image of it flying then back into the system, I think this might actually be possible. If all of you are on board, the white wings will take to the skies once more. We can really make this happen? I can't believe it. Well done, Tita. Totally. You really outdid yourself this time. Wait a second. Does that mean we might be able to make the Bobcat fly? There's a copy of that here, too. Oh, you're right. How many of you are familiar with that? Crap, forgot about that. I think Josette and I are the only ones who've actually flown in it. Sure, Oliver and I have technically been in it, but that was just a stowaways. Yeah, that was back when we were investigating that airship hijacking. What a fond memory that adventure made now that I look back. I'm not sure what the odds of success would be then. That's a rather small number of people. I think it would be wise to focus on trying to revive the aerosol first. Okay. Still, this sounds like a much better plan than trying to walk there on foot. We should prepare for departure at once, then make our way to the air cell. Don't gotta tell me twice. We'll have a lot in store for us if we're able to make this work. However, I should warn you all of one thing. Once you've flown the air cell to the area where the Lord Phantasma awaits, that will be it. You'll be unable to return to this garden ever again. Please be mindful of that. Never? Not even once? Because we won't be able to use the cube's warp functionality anymore. Correct. Using it to warp is only possible when you are within a certain range of the garden. Or outside of that, it's no longer possible. So before you depart, I would ask that you make absolutely sure you have everything you need and are ready for whatever you may find there. To know. Wouldn't hurt to do some extra training then. I don't doubt we're all going to have to play our part in the things to come. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't mind getting some exercise myself. Wouldn't want to wind up being the one to drag the group down. This would be our last opportunity to open the doors scattered throughout the plains and take everything we find, too. Probably best I step down as leader for the time being, then. If you're just door hunting or trying to get some extra practice in, I'd only get in the way. If anyone else wants to learn how to use the cube or fill out my notebook, I'll be happy to teach you. Just let me know. Let's just be sure that when the time comes, we leave with no regrets. Right. Chapter 8, The Future We Dream of. Okay, I am going to go ahead and... let's see.
Let's go.
Understood.
And him, and who was the last one that I think it was Joshua that I had all equipped up right now. I may do some off-screen, leveling for the other party members to get them ready for doors and everything else, especially these people that are, below even level 110, let alone in the 130s, but now let's go over to support. I think this probably, for general usage, would lose a little bit of defense, but gaining the experience and stuff will probably be good. No one else gets plus experience, so when she's in my party, I'll have to pick someone else. But when she's not in my party, I'll do that. Now, orbits. Let me make sure. Yeah, Richard is the one that has Ingenuity 2. Joshua has things kitted out pretty well. So that's going to be probably my normal party. Now, if we look here, oh, not there, we're missing a sun door and a star door. Let's go see if I can remember what button does what. See if any of them turned up. In the orphanage area. And here. Nothing around here. I can't get down there. So now I'm wondering where those last couple doors are. Four, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14. If they're not here, not sure where they would be. That would be the last place. There weren't any here, were there? Yeah, that was the... Wait, and then this is... Wait, hang on. And then I checked in, yeah, all these areas here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I remember those. Wait a second, then. And this goes back up to here. That's here. That's star 14. It implies there should be 15 and also another sun door. That'll need to level up Renee. Let's go to star door 11. Actually, before we do that, we should go back here. Do a couple things. One, check on the off chance there are any doors that appeared around here. I don't see any. But let's get our CP charged up. Set on the table. We're just going to check and see if any doors happen to appear. Don't talk to me, please. Too tired to move another muscle. Just leave me alone. See any here? I'm just gonna go through these. If you want to read them, you can pause and do so. Was that 3? I think that was 3. Yeah, that was 3. 4. Five. Six. Seven. Special. Eight. Nine. Looks like this is basically summarizing the previous games. 10. Oh yeah, that was 11, okay. And then special 2, yep. Okay. No extra doors appeared here. No, that's just the teleporter. I wonder. Anything new showed up? Nope, I think we're at our capacity here. Actually, let's see, we want... Pretty sure there's not going to be any new things here. No. And, oh my, we're already at around a half an hour, which what I aim for barring long cutscenes. So I think we're gonna take a break here and then we'll start exploring the doors next time. I might just end up looking up, trying to see where those last two doors are, because the game's large. And I'm really not sure Sun Door 5 and Star Door 15 where those would be. But we're reunited. We can choose our party however we want, though I'll probably keep Kevin in whenever possible because his X crafts are really useful. You know, between massive damage to everyone and the, you know, double immunity, really nice. So, I hope you have enjoyed. As always, likes and comments are very much appreciated. Subscribe for more if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.